It's finally cooling down in the desert, but the Valley sports scene is still heating up. Thank you for joining us on Cronkite Sports Now. ASU football claws their way back into the top 25 rankings after beating the Golden Bears. The Cards drop another one, but the legend of Larry Fitzgerald continues. And the Diamondbacks walk off their final game of the season. These stories and more coming your way on Cronkite Sports Now. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in. It's Monday. Let's have a great week. I mean, Arizona State football is already having one after ASU dropped its Pac-12 opener in disappointing fashion against Colorado a week ago. This past Friday, seemingly a different team headed into Berkeley to take on the California Golden Bears, ranked at 15th in the nation. Let's head to the highlights. First quarter we go when Cal and quarterback Chase Garbers jumped out to an early lead, connecting here on a beautiful 16-yard score with Trevon Clark. Most of Cal's offensive highlights ended there, though, as Garbers suffered a shoulder injury scrambling in the second quarter and would not return to the game. Backup Devin Modster was picked off by Shari Crosswell late in the second half, wiping out an opportunity for Cal to get a field goal right before half. All sides were even at 7 at the break, and the second half was more the Eno Benjamin show. ASU fans were wondering when it was going to break out, and ASU's talented tailback was juking, hurdling, and bouncing off of Cal defenders. He scored ASU's go-ahead touchdown and ran for 3 touchdowns and a Benjamin for Benjamin as he ran for 100 yards, and ASU earned another road win over a ranked team and improved to 4-1, earning a spot back in the AP Top 25 at number 20.
But I told our team, I said, I guess you guys like it hard because you just do. They just like hard. And to their credit and to our staff, they got them ready to play in a tough place. This is hard to play in this place.
The Arizona Cardinals remain winless in 2019 after falling to the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday 27-10. The first touchdown of the game actually came from rookie Kyler Murray, but it was a pick six that Jadeveon Clowney returned to the house. It was another seemingly poor performance out of Cliff Kingsbury's offense as the unit didn't score its first touchdown until the fourth quarter. The Cards are now 0-3-1 and will travel east to take on the Cincinnati Bengals next Sunday. And while the season hasn't been kind to Cardinals fans, the team's all-time great wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald continues to give the franchise plenty to smile about. Our Scotty Gage is standing by from the team's practice facility.
So yeah, the guy who goes by Larry Legend recorded yet another milestone this past weekend, grabbing his 1,326 career reception. Now that's a lot of catches. So much so that it puts him now in second place and sole possession of second place in the most catches in the history of the NFL, as he surpassed former tight end great and Hall of Fame tight end on the Chiefs and Falcons, Tony Gonzalez, yesterday. So now he only trails Hall of Fame wide receiver Jerry Rice by 233 total catches, and the two of them shared a moment together following the game. And while 2019 has not been a season to brag about for Cards fans, the legend of Larry Fitzgerald has offered yet another token of pride to the Sea of Red. From Tempe, Scotty Gage, Cronkite News.
The Arizona Diamondbacks walked off the 2019 season yesterday afternoon after sweeping the San Diego Padres in their final series. Outfielder Tim LaCastro has been best known in the organization for most hit by pitches, but after 8 innings of scoreless ball, he came through for the D-backs in the 9th inning with a game-winning RBI single. Players tipped their caps to the fans in attendance and completed the 2019 season above 500 at 85-77. A few players this season include All-Star Ketel Marte, who completed the season with a .329 batting average and 32 home runs. He finished less than 1 point away from Christian Yelich, who took home his second consecutive batting title. Third baseman Eduardo Escobar knocked 35 home runs this season and tied for 4th in the NL in RBIs with 118. And Yohan Lopez showed a lot of promise in his rookie campaign with the D-backs, finishing with a 3.41 ERA in 60 2/3 innings. The end of the Major League Baseball season always comes with some farewells, some positive and some not so much. After 5 years, the Cubs have decided to let go of manager Joe Maddon. Chicago did end its 108-year World Series championship drought in 2016 under Maddon, but has regressed since then and missed the playoffs this season after falling apart in September and finishing the year 2-10 in the team's last 12. The Angels fired Brad Ausmus after just 1 season. Clint Hurdle was let go by the Pirates, and San Diego said goodbye to Andy Green. Royals manager Ned Yost retired on Sunday, and a true baseball lifer, Bruce Bochy, said his farewell to the game after 44 years of playing and managing. Bochy's managed for the last 25 seasons, most notably carrying the San Francisco Giants to 3 championships in 2010, 2012, and 2014. Bochy said he had to borrow Lou Gehrig's infamous line on Sunday, "I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of this earth." The Phoenix Suns had their annual media day this morning at Talking Stick Resort Arena as they get set for the 2019-2020 season. And our Brady King is standing by with a season preview.
Coming off a rocky 2018-2019 season, the Suns have a new look this year. Well, actually, they have a new everything. New uniforms, new players, and a new head coach, Monty Williams, who, when asked about the rocky past few years, says that this team doesn't have a history and that this team is not looking backward as they look forward to head to Flagstaff this week for training camp. In Phoenix, Brady King, Cronkite News.
The Phoenix Rising clinched the USL regular season championship on Saturday night after a 2-2 draw against New Mexico United. The Rising has had a lot to celebrate this historic season, and they sure know how to celebrate. Take a look at the celebration video posted by the club. The world of esports is one of many opportunities to compete, hang out with your friends, and possibly even win some money. But with those opportunities comes a cost. Esports reporter Eric Ruby dissected the risks associated with the rewards.
Sometimes esports isn't all fun and games. Extended time in front of a screen and exposure to blue light rays, a type of high-energy visible light, can lead to intense eye strain and eye problems.
Blue light exposure is associated with macular degeneration, so eventual significant effects on your central vision. It's hard to say how much exposure for how long causes damage, but everybody's eye is uniquely different.
According to Dr. Factor, a good way to keep your eyes healthy is by limiting the amount of blue light rays that your eyes take in. While there are options to limit blue light rays during screen time, like protective glasses and software, pro Overwatch player Ashley Trill Powell believes there's another, simple way to keep yourself healthy.
You definitely need to take breaks, without a doubt. Like there is people who are just like machines and they can just like play the game 24/7 and just grind, which is like, if it works for them, sure, like that's completely fine. But like, for me personally, I definitely like taking breaks.
But eye strain isn't the only health concern esports athletes have to be wary of. Along with maintaining their physical well-being, many esports organizations have also put a focus on players' mental health. ASU's CSGO captain Tyler Vore is planning on emphasizing maintaining a healthy mind state to his team this year.
It's just so important to be open with your family and your doctors about how you're feeling. Everyone talks about how esports is, oh, you're not an athlete, but there's so much mental strain when you're putting anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a day in front of a computer on a game. It's not just, playing a game for fun. You're really working and putting in the time, and that can have a big effect on just your emotions and how you're feeling. And so I just think it's really important that we at least talk about it.
The esports world continues to evolve, and the effort to educate and protect its members will evolve right along with it. In Phoenix, Eric Ruby, Cronkite News.
If you do feel the need to talk about your mental health with somebody, please contact a mental health hotline or a professional. That does it for today's edition of Cronkite Sports Now. For Arizona sports stories from around the valley, visit the Cronkite Sports tab on arizonasports.com. And as always, for top Arizona news stories, head over to our website at cronkitenews.azpbs.org. And be sure to tune in tonight at 5 p.m. on Arizona PBS for our nightly newscast. On behalf of the entire Cronkite Sports Now crew and the Phoenix Sports Bureau, thanks for joining us. Same time, same place tomorrow. We hope you join us then.